Welcome to Good Morning Broomfield Academy. We have a very exciting show for you today. Art McDoodle is here with a story on talking to your fish. Are the stresses of modern life leading to an increase of fish suicides? Ann Wilpings has the latest from the entertainment world fashions, do's and don'ts for the upcoming Puppy Super Bowl. My favorite weatherman, your favorite weatherman, Frosty Saint Sunburn, has the latest on the weird windy weather down in Florida. Was this a surprise hurricane or everyone's grandmother talking at the same time? But first, after our introduction, I have an interview with Snappy Trouserson on the fascinating history of the Lego Company. We hope you'll stay tuned with us. We've all played with them, we all love them, and we all stepped on them in the middle of the night. I'm talking about the Lego bricks. Yes, those little plastic square bricks that you can turn into buildings, cars, or whatever you want. Lego turned 80 in 2014, which is amazing for a toy company. Our guest this morning is Snappy Trouserson, spokesman of the Lego Company. Snappy is going to share a bit of Lego history, details on bricks and figures, and how the company has changed society. Please help me welcome Snappy Trouserson. Welcome, Snappy. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. I'm always happy to talk about Lego. If I don't, they don't pay me.
Well, we'll make you earn your pay. I used to play with Legos when I was a child, but it's been around for quite some time since it's Lego's 80th birthday. Why don't you tell us about a bit of the company history?
Yes, it has been a big anniversary. It's been a long time for the company that started out in a tiny town in Denmark. Way back in the 1932, a carpenter named Ole Kirk Christensen found himself alone with 4 small children after his wife died. The Depression had made building houses and carpeting hard. He needed a new way to make money. Looking at his boys, Ole figured that people would always find money to buy toys for their children. So he started making wooden blocks. The blocks sold well, and he added wooden ducks, trucks, and other toys. In 1934, he started a company that was called Lego. Lego was the first 2 letters of the word legata, which means play well.
Wooden toys? What about the plastic bricks? It wasn't a wooden block that I sat on this morning.
It took a few years to get the plastic bricks. The wooden toy business grew bigger than Ole expected. Ole was the biggest employer in town. When his factory burnt down during World War II, Ole almost gave up, but he rebuilt the factory even bigger. He also constantly looking out for new ideas. In 1947, he saw a toy being sold by a British company that had building bricks that walked together. It was a good idea, but the bricks didn't stay together very well, and anything he built would fall down easily. Ole liked the idea, though, so he bought a set, and he and his sons spent the next 8 years trying to make the idea better.
8 years? I'm not that patient. I can't work on something longer than 8 minutes.
In 1955, they finally had a system that worked. The bricks were made of plastic and were easy to lock together and take apart. The first brick was sold, but bricks were not as important as the wooden toys. It took another fire in 1960 for the company to give up on wood. The key was that the Lego group decided not making a toy but a system. All parts would fit together, so you could take pieces from a Lego car and mix them with pieces from a Lego airplane. This was the first time someone had ever done that.
What about the play sets and the items like Star Wars sets?
They came later. For 20 years, Lego sold loose brick sets and small single sets. There were no special pieces or figures. In 1978, they started first theme set, Castles, City, and Space. These themes were multiple sets a family could buy to build a whole Lego play environment. In 1980s, they sold sets connected to popular movies like Star Wars later Harry Potter. This was the first sets that Lego didn't own the theme.
Amazing! A small plastic brick conquered the world?
It wasn't easy. They slowly expanded out of Denmark into Europe. They finally came to the US in 1961. They were licensed to a small Denver company called Samsonite.
The same Samsonite that makes my luggage?
Yes, they tried to expand into toys. It didn't last long, but by the time they gave up, Lego had a foot in the country. Things went well for the company until the 1990s, when kids began to spend more of their time with video games and internet. Suddenly, bricks weren't that interesting. Nothing they tried seemed to help, and by the 2004, they almost went out of business.
Out of business? I've never heard this.
It was a close call. Money was tight and they almost sold to Mattel. But new management came in, cut costs, and refocused the company. Soon they were making money again and continued to do so today.
Wow. We need to go to commercial, but stay tuned. Maybe I can get Snappy to tell us about the bricks. Welcome, Snappy. The brick is almost important part of Lego set. You must have some interesting facts about them.
I do. One of the big Lego ideas is that the parts are interchangeable. A brick built today will snap together with a one made in 1955. They try to do that with any other toy. Bricks have studs on the top and special design sockets on the bottom. They use friction to stay together. Lego calls this clutch power. Bricks will snap together easily and come apart with a little effort. They started out with just square bricks and now make more than 4,200 different types of brick. 36 billion are made each year, which is 68,000 each minute. Since 1955, enough bricks have been made to give 80 to each human on the planet.
That's a lot of bricks. I imagine what you could build with that.
The options are endless. Just 6 2x4 bricks, 2 studs across and 4 along, can be put together in more than 915 million ways. We try to keep things reasonable. Our largest set, the Taj Mahal, has almost 6,000 bricks.
That makes my head hurt. Wow. How about the figures? Lego wouldn't be as fun without the figures.
Yes, figures are my favorite too, especially the lady figures. But Legos didn't have figures at first. They first appeared in 1971, and the classic minifigure appeared in 1978. They are made up of a leg set, a torso, and a head. Accessories can add hats, hair, and tools. The ladies like my hats. The minifigs were pretty basic for years. It was 1989 before we could do anything but smile. Life was simple back then. Now I have 4 billion brothers, sisters, Wookiees, aliens, skeletons, and other cousins. That's 10 of us for each person in the United States.
We better stay on your good side. It sounds like Lego has come a long way in 80 years. What about the other Lego products besides the play sets? There seems to be more and more Lego items every time I turn on the TV.
Yes, we have expanded into a lot of different areas. In addition to the regular play sets, there are children's sets, advanced technic sets, architecture sets, and robots. Our Duplo sets for little kids is one of our most popular products. Its large bricks also snap together with our regular bricks. In 1995, we came out with the Mindstorm robotics line. Kids and adults can now build a project and program it to do various actions. Beware of the robot uprising.
What about the non-building items? I was buying popcorn at the movie theater, and the other day I saw a coming up attraction for the Lego movie. What's up with that?
We not only have a new minifig movie coming out, but we have been making Lego cartoons for years. We've also had comic books, novels, posters, and clothes. We even went to the dark side and have a whole series of video games. If you don't like video games, you must be old. Haha. We have board games for the older crowd too. Lots of fun in all areas.
And theme parks too?
Yes, I've almost forgot the theme parks. The first one opened in 1968 in our hometown Bilmard, Denmark. It had rides, stores, models put together by our expert builders. Want to see a miniature version of Paris or see the Washington D.C.? Visit one of our parks. There are now 5 of them, including ones in Florida and California.
Snappy, you have been a great guest. I learned a lot about Lego that I don't know. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Remember to click it.
Next on GMBA, homeless hamsters, the problem sweeping America.
This has been a Jungle Loving production.